Hello everyone, how are you? I hope that you are doing good. So, before we may proceed, I would just like to give my brief introduction. This is a brief introduction for those who are seeing my YouTube channel for the first time. So, my name is Aditya, and I am from a beautiful city, Bhopal, which is in Madhya Pradesh. And I am a French language tutor for the for over last 2 years. I have been teaching French on various online platforms. Apart from that, I create the content related to the French language courses. I have completed my diploma I have completed my advanced diploma in French as a foreign language, the level C1 from Alliance Francaise. So, without making any delay, so I would just like to, I would just like to give the details of the today's video. So today we would be learning about how we use the alphabets in French language, how those alphabets are pronounced. For the better comprehension, I would be writing the pronunciation in the Hindi Devanagari script. So also this video is addressing our Indian audience, and after we have completed our basic understandings of the French alphabets, we would be moving forward and we would be learning how we introduce ourselves. So the second topic would be comprising of what basic structure we do follow for making any sentence in the French language, followed by basic sentence formation, uh, which is comprised of the basic introduction such as name, occupation, where you live. Okay, so without making any delay, I would just quickly like to start my today's session. Just give me one moment. Meanwhile, I just adjust my screen for the better visibility. All right. So just give me 1 second. So, okay, starting our today's topic, our first topic, which is the alphabets. Okay. So as you know, like in English language, we do have the alphabets that is from A to Z. Similarly, we also have the similar alphabets in French language as well. Out of those alphabets, some of the pronunciation and the sounds of the alphabets, they do resemble from the alphabets in the English language, but the pronunciation of some of the letters are completely different. So we would be going to understand their pronunciation. So let me just let me just jot down the alphabets. Okay, so here I would be writing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and this is Z. All right. Now, for the better comprehension, I would be writing their pronunciation in Hindi Devanagari script. All right. So, A is pronounced as A. A is pronounced as A. B is pronounced as B. This is say. De. U. Because of the script limitation, I cannot, convert completely into the Devanagari script the sound of the E as U in Devanagari script. So it would be better if I uh, try to explain through the English Roman script. U, F, same F in English. It's J. It's not J, it's J. G is pronounced as J. H as ash. I is pronounced as E. J is pronounced as G. It's pronounced as G. It's not G, it's G. K is pronounced as K. K. L is L. M is pronounced as M. Same in the English language. N is N. O is O. P is pronounced differently. We pronounce P as P. Q as Q. R is pronounced as R. R. S is pronounced as S. T is pronounced as T. U is pronounced as U. 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 V is pronounced as V. V. Okay. W is pronounced as W. W in Devanagari script. X. X is pronounced as X. Y is pronounced as Y. 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 And Z is pronounced as Z. Z. Okay. Again, I would be repeating the pronunciation for the better comprehension. Okay. So this is called, this is pronounced as A, B, C, D, U, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, it's Y. Last but not least, it's Z. Again, repeating from the end, that is from Z to A. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Alright, so I hope that you did understand the pronunciations of the alphabets in French. Now moving to our next topic, that is the sentence function. Do not worry, I would be starting from the very basic. Alright, so as you know that like let it be in any language, let it be Hindi, English, French, Germans or Spanish, they do follow the basic sentence structure, which is subject plus verb plus object. Okay, all right. Understanding all the three elements step by step. So coming to the subject. So the subject is a person or any individual who is responsible to initiate the task, or the person who is performing any action. Okay. person who is performing the action. All right. Then we have the verb. Verb means a kind of a task. A task which is performed by the subject and followed by the rest of the sentence, that is the object. Okay. And this is the object. The object refers to any kind of, so basically an object refers to any kind of, let it be a place, person, or any kind of the thing that we are talking about in our sentence. All right. Okay, let me just give you an example uh, with using an English sentence for the better understanding. All right. So if I write Jack eats pizza. All right. So here you can able to see that Jack is a subject. All right. A person who is initiating the task eats pizza. So eats is the eating, the verb eating. It's a task performed by Jack. And finally, the pizza is an object or a topic or any, a remaining part of the sentence. Similarly, in French as well, we do have, uh, you know, certain pronunciation. We do have, some examples. For example, if I write, je mange pizza. Je mange pizza. All right. So this je is the pronoun. All right. Or in Hindi, we say as a servinoun. This is an alternative word for addressing any place, person, or a thing. All right. Which is performing a role of a subject in our entire sentence. Je means myself. Mange means, this word mange comes from the word manger. 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 So manger refers to the process or the verb, that is to eat. When this, actually the manger is the infinite form of the verb. When this infinite version or infinite form of this word, verb, manger, is conjugated with je, which means myself, so it becomes the verb, that is mange. Je mange pizza. I eat pizza. Okay. So as you can able to see that this is the basic sentence formation that takes place, which follows the basic structure rules, followed by subject plus verb plus object. All right. Now, before we may proceed to our next topic, I would like you to explain the basic pronouns in French. Okay. Pronouns. So the pronoun refers to any, we say, a pronoun refers to the words which replaces the name of the place, person, or an object to avoid the repetition in the phrases or in the paragraphs. Suppose, for example, in English we say, all right, if I am talking about a car, all right, I bought this car yesterday. Okay, let me just give you a different example. Um, all right, let me just give you the example by referring to a name of a person. Jack et mon ami. Jack is my friend. All right. Now, this is a first phrase. All right. Now, I want to write a second phrase or a second sentence by giving the description of Jack without repeating his name. So, here we would be using the pronoun il. All right. Jack est mon ami. Il a 21 ans. All right. Which means he is 21 years old. We would be learning about this sentence in our next videos. We would be discussing the detailed grammatical structures in our next video. But for the moment, I would like you to understand that this is the basic, like how we use the pronoun in the French language in order to avoid the repetition. Okay. Let me just give you the different example. This means Jack is my friend, all right, and he is 21 years old. Okay. Next example is Emmanuel est content de venir chez moi. Don't go towards the complexity of this sentence. Okay. I would be putting more videos. I would be uploading more videos on the advanced grammatical structure. But for the moment, as we can able to see, I am writing about a person whose name is Emmanuel. All right. Emmanuel est content de venir chez moi. Chez moi. Emmanuel is happy to come to my place. Okay. All right. Now I want to make a different sentence, a second sentence, but avoiding the name, like which contains the description of the, which is discussing about the Emmanuel, but without repeating his name. All right. So the sentence is like this. Emmanuel is content de venir chez moi. Okay. So this is the first sentence. Now the second sentence would be il est mon ami. Il est mon ami. So here we have used the pronoun il. Okay, il means like him. Okay, for her we use elle if we are referring to a female person. Okay, il est mon ami and elle est mon ami. Okay. So basically, these are the use of the pronouns in French language. Now we would be learning about the different types of the pronoun in French. Okay. Je, tu, il, elle. Okay. Then we have on, nous, vous, il, and elle. Je. The Hindi pronunciation, it would be je, not je. It's je, which means I. Okay. The pronunciation for the second pronoun is tu, 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 which means you. But in the informal sense. Okay. Then we have il. This is referred by the pronunciation. The pronunciation of this word. The pronunciation of this word will be il. 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 pronunciation of the next pronoun besides il, it would be L. 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 Followed by the next pronoun besides L, it's on. 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 Okay. All right. So now you must be wondering why I did write ill and on besides each other. This is because the rules of the conjugation for the following pronoun, they are same. Okay, we would be conjugating the verb. We would be conjugating the verb for the following pronouns in the same manner. All right. But what is the difference between them, ill, el, and on? So ill is used, okay, ill is used to refer to a person or to address a person who is masculine. Okay, let me write here. Okay, let me just make a rough page. So ill is for masculine singular. Okay, L is feminine singular. If we are referring to a female person, female singular person, all right. And is used not for a masculine or a feminine, but in general sense. In general sense. Okay. Il, el, and on. So the use of the whenever we are using on, all right. So it's not clear that if it's a masculine or a feminine. So on is used only in the general sense. Okay. Now we have the next pronunciation, that is nu. It's nu. Nu means us. Okay, we have next pronoun, that is vu. We have next pronunciation, that is vu. Vu means you. Vu means you. All right. Now you must be wondering what is the difference between this tu and this vu. So as I have written that this tu is written only in the situation, is used only in a situation whenever we are referring or addressing any person, okay, in the informal sense. For example, if you are referring a person who is less than your age, let it be your siblings, younger brother, then we use the pronoun as tu. All right. On the other hand, this vu is used to address any person who is more than our age. For example, parents. Also, we use this vu in the formal sense. Suppose, for example, to address a person who is higher than your position in the professional sense as well. Okay. In that situation, we use the pronoun vu. Last but not the least, again here we will see we have il and el. Okay. Now, what is the difference between? Okay, just give me. All right. Again, these pronouns il and el, they are written besides each other because they do follow the same rule of the conjugation for any verb. All right. So they are written as the pronunciation are again il and el. Il and el. All right. Now, as you can able to see that this il and l and these il and l, they do have the same pronunciation, but they are written differently. Okay, so these il and l, they are used to define, or they are used to address a male or a female person, okay, this is used to indicate a male person, this is used to indicate a female person, but they are singular in sense. But on the other hand, these il and these l, this il and this l, okay, this is, let me just correct its spelling, it's ELLES. All right, so these il and these l has the same pronunciation, but they are used in the different sense, okay. So whenever we are referring, this il is used to refer male group of person, okay, and this l is used to refer the female group of person, okay. So these are the pronouns that we use in our French language. All right, whenever we want to give any description about a place or a person without repeating his name, okay. Now, coming to the next topic, that is the basic sentence formation. Again, I would like to repeat this structure. So whenever we are making any sentence in the French language, let it be French language or any other language around the world, the basic sentence structure formation that takes place is subject plus verb plus object. Okay. So the subject refers to a person. So the subject refers to a person who initiates the task or who performs the task. The verb refers to a task which is being performed by the subject, and the object refers to the rest of the sentence or any other place, person, or thing about which the discussion is taking place through the phrases um, or the written form of the text. All right. Now, on the basis of these following structures, on the basis of this following structures, we would be learning the basic structure formation or basic sentences for the self-introduction, how we introduce ourselves in French. Okay. Basic introduction. Okay. All right. So whenever we initiate a conversation with someone, we start our subject by telling our name. Okay. So here I write bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour means good morning. Bonjour. Je m'appelle. Suppose for my name is Aditya, so I would be writing Aditya. Je m'appelle Aditya. Okay. Instead of Aditya, you can be writing. I would be just underline. Okay. You can write your own name, which means hello. My name is Aditya. Okay. Then we have second sentence, that is where you live. For example, I come from India, so I would be writing Je viens de l'Inde. Je viens de l'Inde. Je viens de l'Inde. Inde means India. Inde means India. Okay. Je viens de l'Inde. You can put the name of your country here. Okay, instead of Inde. So its translation would be I come from India. Okay. Then we have third sentence. Where you live exactly in India? Then I would be writing J'habite à Bhopal. J'habite à Bhopal. J'habite à Bhopal. So Bhopal is one of the cities in one of the states of India. Okay, here you can write the name of your own city where you do belong. The translation would be I live in Bhopal. Then we have I want to tell my age. So I would be writing J'ai 26 ans. J'ai 26 ans. Okay. So 26 is known as 26 in French. Okay. I am 26 years old. All right. Then which languages you speak? Okay. Then I would be writing I speak, which means je parle, je parle Hindi, Marathi, anglais et français. Français means French. Okay. Je parle Hindi, Marathi, anglais et français. Then, last but not the least, we can also add more sentences, depend upon the complexity of the situation, the complexity of the topic. So, whenever we want to wrap up our conversation, so we say, Enchanté de vous rencontrer. Enchanté de vous rencontrer. It's E-N. Just give me a second. E-N-C-H-A-N-T-E, that is spelling of enchanté. Okay, enchanté de vous rencontrer. Enchanté de vous rencontrer. Okay, which means nice to meet you. Which means nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay. So we have discussed in our basic introduction how we tell our name. Okay. In which country do you live? From which place do you belong in that country? What is your age? What languages do you speak? And last but not the least, we wrap up the conversation by saying Enchanté de vous rencontrer, which means nice to meet you. So I believe that you have enjoyed today's session. So we learned about the French alphabets, the basic structures of the French sentences, subject plus verbs plus object, along with the French sentence examples, along with the English sentence examples. Followed by we studied about the different pronouns that we use in French, which is je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, and elle. And by using these pronouns, we have only discussed about the first pronoun, that is je. And with using je as the pronoun, we learned about how we introduce ourselves in French. Okay. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's session and your little basic comprehension of the French language has been developed. I would be putting such videos. I would be uploading such videos based on the basic grammatical rules in the French language. How we how we how we use the different names for the seasons, weeks, the days in the weeks, the name of the months, etc. in the next video. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. By then, goodbye.